It's fine. I'll throw some cat litter on it. It'll be okay.
Yay!
And welcome everybody to AllertonApp.com for the Game of the Year 2016 Awards Show. And we are bringing you guys the best sports game of 2016. AllertonApp.com's favorite category of mucho conversation, I guess.
This is like Toby and I's specialty.
Yeah.
Well, Chad likes UFC.
Yeah, and last year we voted Rocket League.
So let's run down all these awesome sports games, and we should just call this the best sequel of the year award.
Nailed it.
Forza Horizon 3, UFC 2, NBA 2K17, Madden 17, PES 17,
Get that shit out of here.
FIFA 17, WWE 2K17, NHL 17, Chad throws his card 17,
And we are out! Let's give it to 2017. Alright, I'm going to start knocking things out. I'm going to knock out NHL. I'm going to knock out FIFA, because I just thought they were just okay. I thought PES was a million times better than
WWE.
Toby, you okay with these knockouts?
Toby's okay. Toby will do what I say he does in sports. We'll get to the point where Toby can...
WWE.
I actually liked 2K17. Did you play a lot of that?
I played a little bit. I felt like it just kind of took some steps back.
I thought the universe was a little bit better.
Until they fix that, what they're trying to do, the momentum meter, until they fix it, I can't get in.
Can they just buy AKI back and make
I can't go back to those games. I don't have the love that you guys
Or make that momentum meter disappear so I don't have to know it's there and just like
you can turn
pretend
off
that
the
it's running. Well, I just know it's there. Like I just don't
I like
want
the fact that I get beat up and then they beat me up and then I beat me up. Then
but it just makes for such
every
like
match is like the same almost.
Yeah, it just makes it like feel like I know that I don't have momentum now, so I'm gonna have to get reversed every time I try and throw a punch. So do I want to throw a punch or run around?
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. That's why we're cutting it.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here.
PES, I think, was the better soccer game this year. I don't know if you played a lot of it, but it was actually... It had all the same problems as it always has.
Remember what two games I bought after I talked to Jason at Target?
Oh,
you bought PES 2017?
And Titanfall.
Yes.
Oh.
And I don't...
Well, Titanfall I don't feel bad about, but PES
I was absolutely... No.
It was better than the
Toby
last
was
few.
not a fan. Dude.
Toby is a PES. He does not like PES. He has a history with PES on the site.
Yeah, and if anybody knows, I was the biggest PES fan forever and ever.
Me too. Like I think since the Super Nintendo games, the ISS games.
I don't like the new graphics engine. I like, oh my god, the number of stupid animations like my goalie kicking the ball back into his own net because he won't bend over and pick it up. Seeing guys do the same animations at the same time constantly. Oh. I don't like the AI. I feel like
the AI was my biggest pet peeve with it. Everything else I thought played really well.
I don't like the new system.
Let's cut it.
Fuck this shit.
Okay, let's talk about Madden.
Cut it. No, I'm just kidding.
I thought
I cut it.
It was better, but
it's the best gameplay in a Madden in a long time. But the same issues are still there. You can still just keep running fly routes. Like the cornerback matchups aren't right. Like if some guy's faster than you, but if you take a top-notch cornerback that's not as fast, like you see it all the time.
It's all speed in Madden. It's always
exactly. And I don't know why they can't. Like, and it happens where. You'll take a 99 speed, be running down the sideline, and a defensive tackle catches you. But when it's your cornerback versus their running back, you're 10 points of speed higher, and they outrun you. Like, there's so many balance issues.
It's been like that since Super Nintendo.
That sounds awful.
It's weird that they've never fixed that.
And that's my thing. And, like, there's so many cool gameplays. And, like, the animations are goofy because they go into these, like, physics ragdoll things. It doesn't look right. But it feels so much better when you take a running back and you run through the hole.
It's so good.
And that's not the realistic looking, but it feels realistic because a running back will fall forward and they'll trip over the pile. And there's so many cool things. But the franchise mode is still the same as it's been, and it's garbage.
Which they said they completely.
Can you set cotton candy prices yet, or
no?
No. You can set hot dog prices and cheese curds in Wisconsin.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Let's talk about NBA 2K17 because I thought that was a little bit. Of a step. They haven't done. They continue to do the one thing that I hate, which is the animation that doesn't break, and it kills me.
They tweaked that a little bit, and I get what you're saying because I have the biggest issue with a lot of their animations, and I know it's harder in basketball, and like we've been preaching about it forever in football. Stop with these static animations.
Yeah, it's like why?
Getting stuck in the key and like not being able to get out because you keep getting into these animations for no reason.
Dreamcast.
And like, so there's a lot of that, but overall that gameplay is still so good.
It's a good game of basketball.
Like, and you play basketball, like you run plays, you set screens, and like the badge system, they keep improving that.
I wish Madden would go back to that.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, there's all these things that they could do that are already out there.
FIFA.
The badges. So you could take a guy that's an 80 overall, and he'll be a better shooter than a 99 overall because he's got these different badges that, as a goal, that dead eye from the corner, like you get a 20% boost or whatever it is. And so like a LeBron James is going to feel totally different than a Steph Curry when you play. And like that's the biggest thing in that game. Plus, did you go into the franchise mode?
It's the best franchise.
You can go back in time and go to previous drafts. You can start at a different time.
It's the best franchise mode.
You can expand the league. You can shorten the league.
Like you can go to the 80s.
Yeah. I don't know
they
how
had it.
far back you can go. I can't remember what it is. I think you can go back that far because they talked about the Jordan draft.
Dude, I just
But I haven't gone.
baby.
Yeah.
So I think I have Forza Horizon on here. Forza Horizon 3. I really like that a lot. I liked it. It was one of my favorite games at E3. I liked it, but it doesn't do the. I keep getting tricked into thinking that it's going to be Cruis'n USA,
dude,
arcade style racer, when it's actually too realistic for my liking.
Which it's weird.
And it kills me because it's not supposed to be realistic racer, but it still has realistic tendencies that I hate.
Yes.
Like just go all fucking out. Let me drive a school bus.
Loosen up the turns a little bit, dude. Let me go 100 miles an hour around a turn. Don't bind me into these like realistic turns, but then have me fling off a giant ramp over a fucking helicopter.
If you're gonna do that, don't get rid of rubber band AI.
And it still has the things where your cars are like they just smash into things. They don't like disintegrate, like burn out and flip. So I really think this comes down to UFC 2 and NBA 2K17. I think those are the two that I could get behind the highest, and I really liked UFC 2 a lot.
I did too, but it's what I said before, the ground game. It's one of the biggest things
I only want to
UFC.
stand and trade, dude.
So
when
that's my biggest problem with UFC.
Man.
Until they can fix that.
So I actually hated the ground game in UFC 1 to the point where I never got a submission in my entire time owning that game. I never had a submission, which I've been able to do in UFC 2, which I would say is...
It's much improved over the last one, but it's still...
Well, your case for NBA 2K17 seems...
And for
you know what's actually stupid about that?
It's the only game that could just sit there and just release the same game, and it can do that, and it doesn't. It doesn't rest on its laurels. It keeps adding to it, and I can't believe every time I put it in, the new announcers that they've added, the cutscenes where they're talking to the coaches.
Presentation in
NBA 2K. I'm out of here. I'm gonna go buy NBA 2K, dude. I gotta.
The presentation in 2K17 having different announcers for different games is one of the coolest things.
And the cutscenes that they had last year, where they would take the real player voice and put it over.
Why are we still talking about this?
It's done.
NBA 2K17.
Yeah, it's. I mean, I really can't say more compelling about UFC 2. It's got a
You'll never convince me.
It's got a really good stand-up game, and that's for me. That's the problem with the graphics and stuff.
So you get, but once you get to
beyond that, dude,
when you're rocking people into the cages, it's awesome.
Do your thing.
All right, guys, and there you guys have it, dude. The best sports game of 2016, as chosen by your favorite host of the Game of the Year awards, is I said hosts. Is NBA 2K17. If you haven't played it and Toby didn't win you over, you're insane, dude. That game sounds amazing. I hate sports games, and I want to go out and buy that damn thing. But that's your best sports game of 2016. Thank you guys so much for joining us on AllertonApp.com. If you want to see more Best of the Year Game Awards, make sure you check out YouTube.com/AllertonApp Live. Thank you, Jason and Toby, for joining me for this one, and we'll see you guys around later for more Game of the Year Awards.
AllertonApp.com.
AllertonApp.com. AllertonApp.com. AllertonApp.com.
I have to go back.